taught colleges. She has taught choirs of all ages, from children to adults. And she has begun huge programs that continue the day, like Messiah, performances of Messiah, that use orchestra. And Carolyn is a very good Christian lady. We are very pleased to have had her and our staff teaching our piano students. And she also, one of her primary instruments has actually been trumpet. And she also plays pipe organ very, very well. You would love it to hear her play her pipe organ. She is the only person that I know that has a pipe organ in her home. And they took out the wall going upstairs, and there's where the pipes are, and she's got her pipe organ there, so she's never without a piano or a pipe organ, and she practices. She's very diligent, and that's why we love her. And so I'd like to welcome Mrs. Carolyn Thibodeau to the piano today. Now I will introduce Mr. Livermore. Sam was born and raised in Buffalo, New York. He was saved at the age of 5 and has been in church all of his life. His mom and dad are his pastor and pastor's wife, as well as mom and dad. He is involved in many church ministries, such as choir. Occasionally, he has led their choir. He's been in bus ministry, involved in junior church. He has substitute taught in the Sunday school classes, and he's also gone to nursing home ministries very often, and whatever else needs done in the church. And he came to Midwestern in 2010. He will be graduating in just a couple of weeks, unless I can give him an F on this program. He plans to teach after he graduates. His hobbies include basketball and volleyball and Scrabble. He's thrilled to be able to sing and play for you today, and is thankful for all who have come to hear him for the culmination of his program. Let's welcome Mr. Samuel Livermore.
great honor to have so many people come out and celebrate me. Thank you so much for coming. I can't thank Mrs. Welch enough for helping me put this together. Fabulous, undeserved accompanist, Mrs. Thibodeau, and it's great to have you here today. My second song is going to be The Gas Man Calleth. It's for all you homeowners, and you'll understand as I go through. It just seems like projects after project. Let's fix the roof. Let's replace the furnace. Let's put carpet on the floor. Let's fix the leak. Let's unclog the toilet. Let's stop the raccoons and bats from fighting in the attic. It's one thing after another. My parents are chuckling because I just named all the things we need to fix in our home. Well, Michael Flanders, the writer of the song, understood this plight, and he made a little joke out of it. The Gas Man Calleth. 'Twas on a Monday morning, the gas man came to call. The gas cap wouldn't turn, I wasn't getting gas at all. He tore out all the skirting boards to try and find the main. But I had to call a carpenter to put them back again. Oh, it all makes work for the working man to do. 'Twas on a Tuesday morning, the carpenter came round. He hammered and he chiseled and he said, look what I found. Your joists are full of dry rot, but I'll put it all to rights. Then he nailed right through a cable, and out went all the lights. Oh, it all makes work for the working man to do. 'Twas on a Wednesday morning, the electrician came. He called me Mr. Sanderson, which isn't quite my name. He couldn't reach the fuse box without standing on the bin. And his foot went through a window, so I called the glacier in. Oh, it all makes work for the working man to do. 'Twas on a Thursday morning, the glacier came along with his blowtorch and his putty and his Merry Glacier song. He put another pane in, and it took no time at all. But I had to get a painter in to come and paint the wall. Oh, it all makes work for the working man to do. 'Twas on a Friday morning, the painter made a start. With undercoats and overcoats, he painted every part, every nook and every cranny. But I found when he was gone, he had painted over the gas tap, and I couldn't turn it on. Oh, it all makes work for the working man to do. On Saturday and Sunday, they do no work at all. So 'twas on a Monday morning that the gas man came to call. Next in our program is a song by Clara Schumann-Liebst, Du Schönheit. Clara was a tremendous female composer in the 1800s, but she was often overshadowed by the greatness of her husband, Robert Schumann. But she wrote for her husband, and she presented her works as gifts for him. She stopped composing midway through her life because she felt she needed to be more of a wife and a mother to her children. In her writing, she was most noted for her piano arrangements, and in this particular piece, she tells that she gives reasons why you shouldn't love. Don't love for beauty, don't love for youth, don't love for riches, but if you love for love, oh yes, love me forever. I will always love you. Liebst du Schönheit, oh, nicht mich liebe die Sonne, sie trat mein goldnes Haar. I'm going to play you a song by Recital. Recital was a very different man, and you'll notice that the minute I start playing. He was a French composer, and he was very unusual. For instance, he walked into a restaurant soaking wet with an umbrella at his side, and a man said, "Why not just use the umbrella?" And he said, "Oh, no, this umbrella is far too nice to get wet." Oh, I don't really get that, but he didn't have many friends, as you can see. But another interesting thing, when he died, they found a closet full of umbrellas that he had. next song in the program, I'll be singing a duet with my teacher, Mrs. Welch. Mrs. Welch was born and raised in a small farm community in Ohio. After being saved at 21 years old, she and her family moved to Michigan to attend Bible college here at Midwestern Baptist College. She earned a bachelor degree in music and her master's degree in education. Before beginning her career teaching at Midwestern, she worked with her husband, Art, and their family aftermarket truck accessory business for 20 years, all the while studying voice and singing throughout the Detroit metropolitan area with many different chorales, conductors, and orchestras. She and Art share 6 children and 16 and a half grandchildren who all live locally. They serve the Lord at Lake Crest Baptist Church, teaching Sunday school, singing in the choir, serving in missionary group, and teaching high school choir and even girls volleyball. Mrs. Welch has enjoyed teaching students the joy of making music and watching them enter the world of ministering to people in church settings and mission fields. We'll be singing a selection from Lava Webb, famous opera, and I'm going to be Marcello, and this is Rodolfo, and we are singing to our long-lost loves who have left us for men with more money. The name of the song is O Mimi Tu Non Torni.
I told him I wanted to make a mustache.
And I told her to do it. The name of the song is O Mimi Tu Più Non Torni, which means, O Mimi, will you not return to me?
asked me to play a piano solo that he likes. Pianists always love to play Debussy. And this particular piece, a lot of people call it, oh, you mean that 2 against 3 piece? Because the right hand is playing ta-tika, 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 and the left hand is playing dee, 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 and you got to fit those all together. And makes nice music when you do. I think one of the things about Debussy always is he'll make a big crescendo and you think, where's he going with this? And it ends with a pianissimo. I'd like to say what a pleasure it has been for me to be Sam's piano teacher for the last 3 years. He started as a beginner, and you just heard him play. He'll play some more for us too. But he started as a beginner, and look how far a person can come when the attitude is one of wanting to learn. And Sam has just worked very hard, and it's just been a real joy to what he said right away, I want to get done with these beginner pieces, I want to get into the big boy music. And so it's been fun to work with Sam and watch him get into the big boy music. Okay, Debussy.
shall see thy holy face, I'll bow to thee before thy throne with those redeemed. Unto thee, O Lord, I'll lift my voice and sing. O Calvary's Lamb, O righteous one, for sinners died, whose sins were none. All that I have, all that I am, I owe to thee. O Calvary's Lamb. O Calvary's Lamb, O righteous one, for sinners died, whose sins were none. All that I have, all that I am, I owe to thee. O Calvary's Lamb, all that I have, all that I am, I owe to thee. O Calvary's
Amen.
This next piece, Pretty as a Picture, was written by Victor Herbert. I couldn't decide whether to tell you or not, but I decided I'm going to tell you. I sang this song in a concert last year, and I was giving my biography about the composer, and I said, Victor Herbert was born at the age of 3 years old. Mrs. Thibodeau was playing for me, and she about fell off her seat.
It was great.
I couldn't even go on. But Victor Herbert was not born at the age of 3, but he was born in Ireland, and he lived there for about 3 years. That's where I got that. But he's written so much stuff like this. He loved to write comedy, just comedy sketches, operas. He wrote some more formal things, but this was his heart to just. It doesn't matter what is done by nature for a pretty one. She's never satisfied till she her hand has tried. A touch of rouge applied with skill will make her more like nature still. Her cheeks a shell like pink are all her own, we think. And as this goddess goes her way, she chuckles as she hears us say, she's pretty as a picture, blooming as a rose, grace in every movement, charm in every pose. Ha, ha. Oh, clever little woman, we all understand. land. When nature draws the picture true, the woman adds a line or two. She steals the color scheme of peaches mixed with cream. When nature's done the best she could, the eyebrows arched as eyebrows should. Likewise the hair is made a most bewitching shade. No paintings done with so much care, no wonder all the men declare. She's pretty as a picture, blooming as a rose, grace in every movement, charm in every pose. Ha, ha! Oh, clever little woman, we all understand that nature cannot make you what you can do by hand. Deep river, Grand finale. I want Jesus more than anything. I want Jesus in my life more than anything this world can offer me. For I know that He alone can satisfy. Just to know His leading in my life is worth everything that I might sacrifice. Oh, I want Jesus more than anything. Take the fame that I might want, and all the things that seem so dear. I'd rather have Him than any praise that men may give to me. I want Him to have control and be the breath of life in me. I'd rather have Jesus, I'd rather have Him than anything. He had power without end. From the heavens He ruled the universe. Countless angels waited on His every call. But one day I saw Him all alone on a road to death and untold agony. Just for me He suffered, what a price He paid. Take the fame that I might want, and all the things that seem so dear. I'd rather have Him than any praise that men may give to me. I want Him to have control and be the breath of life in me. I'd rather have Jesus, I'd rather have Him than anything. As I go on through life with Him, there can be no other way. I want Jesus more than
You can stay right there, Sam. Well, I will try to be
Keep
brief.
going.
But I thought before that we would dismiss, I think some of you probably are asking, why in a Baptist college would you be teaching classical style music or music in other languages? And I thought, well, maybe I'll just give you one or two reasons why we do that. You know, the end result is that it all goes to the glory of God. And you know, when we speak in our English language, we have ugly vowels, like foil, oil, you know, our mouths are moving, and pray, my. You know, and we chew words a lot. Our vowels are chewed a lot. When you sing other languages, they are not. An E is an E, an ah is an ah, and O is an O. We don't blend them together like our English language. And so we studied the classics and other languages because it's a pure vowel sound. And that way, when we sing our English, it comes out cleaner. So we're not singing, I want my life. It's all, you know, so we teach my life. So I think maybe some of that makes sense to you. The other thing that we teach also in classical music as far as instrumentals is, I think in the Beethoven you could hear what we call counterpoint. You hear a melody up here and you hear a counter melody down here, where it blends, it ends up blending very nicely together, but it's point against point. And so we study music like that so that when these students leave here, they're able to go out and discern in today's musical world, because it is changing a lot. We're taking a lot of pop, a lot of rock style, a lot of those things, we're bringing them into the church house and singing them, and using a lot of their methods in church. When I grew up, there was church music, and there was what we would call the world's music, you know, country and all that kind of thing. Now you have people that sing that wide style in church. Not that there's a lot wrong with it, but a little bit of everything. It's a nice mixture. And we don't want to get stuck in one spot. And when our students leave here, we want them to be able to discern from the roots up in a piece of music what constitutes as a little bit better piece of music that God would be glorified through. And so that's a couple of the reasons why we teach that. And I thought what I would do is I would like to introduce Sam's family. If his brother and his mom and dad would just stand, because there are other family members here. He also has a grandma. He has aunts and uncles here. If they would stand, because they came a long way. Please stand. He has aunts and uncles and cousins. If you would stand, please. Come on, stand. New York. Would you stand, please? If you remember us, stand. Thank you so much. What support Sam has? He's got good support. Now from here, he has support from Shalom Baptist Church people. We have some Shalom Baptist Church people. Would you stand, please? Yes. We have some teachers that have taught Sam. Would you stand, please? I'm not a technician. You know Sam, you've been a student here.
Okay.